It's officially been 1 month since I retired. Today, we're going to do a check in to see how things are going and to see if it's really turning out the way I thought it was going to turn out. So, welcome to Beyond 45 First Month Check In. Today, we're filming in beautiful Cape Breton. When I say beautiful, I should say beautiful and really cold. A few days ago, it was snowing, and today, I think the high was plus 12, so it's pretty chilly. We've got our matching furry jackets on because Hani likes to twin, and we have a beautiful view of a lake behind us. Today is our 1 month check-in. Over the last month, Hani's been asking me questions because he's not retired yet. So he's been like very curious about what I've been going through, what are my emotions, what I plan on doing for the day, and if retirement's really been what we thought it was going to be, or at least what I thought it was going to be. So today he's going to be asking me those similar questions, as well as questions that friends and family members have also been asking.
So, question number one, what does your routine look like?
So this is an area that I was super surprised. We used to play a game pre-retirement, and I still ask him fairly regularly now, what would you do today if you were retired? So one of the things that we kept saying we would do is get up, have our coffee, go to the gym. What I found was really what happened is I would get up, we would have our coffee, and we often went for a walk together. A friend of mine had told me that I should make sure to actually schedule my gym time, and I figured since I really enjoyed the gym, I wouldn't have to do that. Now looking back over the last month, I didn't really go to the gym that often. I did do like full body workouts at home and do yoga, but that weightlifting I expected to do at the gym just didn't happen. I would kind of get into my day, start cleaning out my closet, scrubbing the bathroom floor, and then suddenly the day was over and Hani was back home from work. So going forward, I think I really do want to have that gym routine, so I'll be planning better to go to the gym.
And right after you retired, literally, we had a flight that same night and we went on a 2-week, a little bit longer vacation. So the question was, what was that like? And did you notice a difference versus going on vacation while you were working?
So it was different because typically when we go on these big trips, like we went on this trip to Brazil, but when we went on our past trips to Japan, South Africa, we would turn our notifications off. This means that we would still have access to our emails and our Teams, but that it wasn't constantly going to be making the Teams sound or little bloop bloop for emails. We could check them at our own pace, and often we would check our emails at night or on the weekends, just so we would get caught up and we wouldn't have that big panic the first day of work, not being aware of what's happening. And if there was anything that me in particular, if there's anything I could quickly address while I was gone, I would just kind of shoot that email off. So this trip without having email was a little bit different. It kind of sometimes felt like I was missing something. Like I would go to my email, but there was no email there to see. The first couple of days, they hadn't cut off my email completely, so I could see a couple of things. But once it was gone, it kind of felt good. It felt like I was on a long vacation and just refusing to look at my emails and Teams messages, even though I had my notifications off. So it was good. And I think another thing too is anytime I'd go away, normally I'd be thinking of projects and challenges that I need to work on when I come back to the office. This time I was really just focused on being in the moment. There was no...
Did you miss the anxiousness, or did you get anxious? Sometimes you get that feeling when you're on vacation and you have to come back to work or you have things on the go.
Yeah, I didn't have an anxious feeling. You get the Mondays or kind of the Sunday, I don't know what they call that, the Sunday ips or something, but I didn't have that anxiety about having to come back and now have to go back to work. But I was sad that we weren't spending more time in Brazil. I still had the feeling of, oh, it'd be so great to spend a little bit more time here.
Now that you're back, in the real world, what's it like?
It really feels like I'm on a long weekend. It feels like the Saturday of a 3-day weekend. One of my girlfriends is already retired, and she calls this being a long weekender. And I think it's so appropriate because it really does feel like she and I are just living constantly in a long weekend. And it's, that day, and I say Saturday because in a long weekend or a weekend, Saturday for me was always the day where I would put my laptop away and I wouldn't work. Sometimes I would say, ooh, I've got to work a lot this weekend, but Saturdays often I'd say, I just need a break and I'll get back to it. I have enjoyed, cooking at home, and it's interesting because, our place is usually pretty organized and neat, but as I'm looking through it with fresh eyes, that's not thinking about work tasks and other things, I start to pick up on more, like, oh, I could scrub that down. I could reorganize that. One of the big tasks I did was to go through my closet. That was a big adventure. And it was like, I went through my main closet, but I also dug everything out from a side closet I had that had kind of smaller work clothes. But I sorted through all of my work clothes, my blazers, dresses, belts, which is really funny because some of these things, like, I haven't worn a belt in years, so I don't know why I had all this clothing, but it'll be some good donations for a friend or strangers.
And this is a big question that we were concerned about, and a lot of people have, is, are you bored?
Am I bored? No, not yet. I don't think I'm going to get bored. I do feel like there's something I'm missing. Like, I'm very busy. Like, I overheard someone say this many years ago as I was visiting my mom. I was at a Walmart, and I overheard someone saying to their friends that now they're retired, they don't understand how they worked and lived their life because they're just so busy. And then my friend I referenced earlier that retired last year, she had made a similar comment that she's just so busy, some of the activities that she had wanted to do, things she wanted to learn, she just didn't get to it yet. And now I'm living it. I get it. What I'm seeing is I'm really going to have to plan out in my routine. If there's certain things I want to do, I'm going to have to block the time to do that, or else I guess life just carries away. But we haven't been watching TV that much. I've been reading a lot.
That actually surprised me that we're not watching TV.
Sure.
And I think when eventually I do retire, we're probably almost never going to watch TV.
Yeah. I think that's quite possible. And even we used to watch YouTube a lot, and we are watching certain things to prepare for our Newfoundland trip and keep up with the news. But aside from that, I don't think we're just not consuming stuff as much as we were before.
Yeah. And the final question, do you miss your job?
No, I don't. I don't. It's interesting because when I was leaving, so many people were like, oh my God, you're going to miss this so much. One thing people were correct about is it's hard for me to sit still. I thought I would take the time off and I would take naps and I'd move slow. But now
you are taking.
Okay, I'm taking a lot of naps. But aside from my naps, it's a lot of, I get up pretty much around the same time as you, a little later now, but we'd have our coffee together, go for a walk, getting my yoga done, but there's so much stuff to do around the house. I think when you're working and you're just living your life, you kind of just do the best you can with the time that you have. And I mean, we don't even have kids. I honestly I don't know how people manage when they have big families and taking care of the kids and managing through all their activities. But even us just taking care of the house, and we have a very small condo, you look at stuff and you're like, that's good enough as is. I'll tackle that, pile of reorganization later. Now when I'm sitting down and I say, okay, I'll take a moment, then I look over and I see the pile that could be reorganized and I say, I'm gonna do that now. And then I don't know, the day just goes by. So I really miss the people. I do miss my ex-colleagues, but I've been in touch with a number of them to see what's going on and see how they're doing. So I still have like a good friend network, but I don't miss the work. Nope. So what do you think retirement's gonna be like for you?
I don't know. I'm watching you go through it, and you've always been a person that's like very pensive and like very, I think that's the word, pensive, right? Like you think through,
Yeah.
yeah, you're very attentive to detail. Sometimes I'll see you around the house, or like say we go to a store, and I'll be like, "Where's Maria?" And then I lose track of you, and then you're reading a sign. I'm like, "Why are you reading the sign?" I'm like, "It's there. I'm gonna read it." So you basically, all I'm trying to say is, you're looking into things that you not necessarily would have looked of
Yeah.
before, just because you have the time to do it.
Yeah, that's
I'm noticing a little bit more of that.
yeah, I agree. There was times where we went for walks. Well, I went with Hani on a trip right after we got back in Montreal, and at one point in the morning he needed to get back to work, whereas I had the morning to, I don't want to say but I had, he had work to do, and I could go get a coffee. So I walked really, really slowly and noticed all the trees and took pictures of the trees and looked at all the store shops. So like that was really nice.
Yeah.
And also having the time to go to the sauna, do a spinning class, and like I'm not having to think of like, oh, I've got to go back to the office. Oh, someone could be emailing me. I went to a museum, and it was so amazing to be able to go to a museum that I had gone to when I was younger, the Beaverbrook Art Gallery, and see the Salvador Dali painting. That's like an enormous horse. And it's such a cool painting, and have a chance to put my iPods on, walk around the museum and just relax and take in the art. No one's gonna call me, no one's gonna email me. It was just so relaxing.
Maybe a final question. Expectations versus reality. Is it what you expected? Did you have any expectations of what the first month would be like?
Yeah, so it's not what I expected. I think when you think about retiring, I almost equate it to your birthday. If you like celebrate your birthday big, there's all this build up to it, and people celebrating and wishing you luck. And we started this YouTube channel, and every day we're asking each other, what are you going to do when you retire? And then it comes and you're just like, oh, this is it. Okay, this is it.
Cool.
Now, cool. What am I going to do with my time? And sometimes I feel a pressure of not wanting to waste this opportunity. And I wasn't expecting it. So it's like a work anxiety or work pull has been switched to like, this is such a tremendous opportunity that we have to do this, that I just don't want to waste it. And I think that's also partly why I'm go, because I'm like, I have a chance to do this, and it's so rare that we could do this. So I don't want to waste any minute of it.
Yeah, I'm expecting we're probably going to figure our rhythm as we go and our pace without wasting time, obviously.
Fair. And I think it's going to be different too when we're both retired, because then we'll be able to do activities together. Like we're super excited to go paddle boarding, go camping trips. Like these are things that we can't do when one of us is working and the other one has the time off.
That wraps it up. So that's the 1 month check-in.
If you have any questions for our month 2 check-in, put it in the comments.